Good morning, Cadre. Blessed Sunday to you. Barber Dave here with Barber Dave's Shop at Home. Today we're going to do, normally on my shave days or video shave days, I do a straight shave. But today we're going to do the Cecil I. Baker tribute shave. Cecil I. Baker was Sharon's dad. And even though I never met him, he had passed away before I could meet him. He has been a very large beneficiary to me in my shave career. A few years back, Sharon was going through some of his old stuff and found this. And so it's all about him for this shave today. Found this, roughly early 60s, Gillette Fatboy, completely cased. I think it maybe got used once, maybe not even at all, because he had already transitioned to electric shaving. So basically it was an NOS razor, and she gave it to me, and it means the world to me. Now, going along with that, he also had some pucks that were unused. The first one is a Schulten Old Spice puck. Now, the mug I got from the monkey years ago, and it's, once again, early 60s, and the soap is the original Schulten Old Spice soap. And what's amazing is in the 1960s, so you're talking over 55 years old, this still has the beautiful smell of the original Old Spice, which is a little bit different than the one that you see now. And the soaps, and when it blooms, it still has the perfume oils in it, and it lathers wonderfully. I have not used this in a long time. This is part of my shelf shave series. And this is the top shelf, which is usually reserved for the stuff that I don't get. I'm using a vintage Rubberset 400 brush with a 2-band Silvertip in it. And then we will be using, again, an NOS bottle of Schulten Old Spice Cologne from, once again, about 1963. And then we will be using also another vintage, and I got this from KJ, the Avon Wild Country Aftershave, and then we'll finish everything off with Creed Viking. So, an all Cecil I. Baker shave. Now, some interesting thoughts about Cecil is, as I said, I never met the man, never met him, but Sharon and I, as we got to know each other when we were dating, we found out that our dads shared the exact same birthday. Cecil was born in Pigeon Roost, Kentucky, somewhere in the backwoods of Kentucky. But they were born November 4th, 1930, both of them. Both of them were avid pilots. And they would have been very big, fast friends if they would have ever met. As you can see, the almost 60-year-old soap lathers better than and smoother and more cushion than some of the newest artisan stuff. So when we see the new soaps come out and saying, oh, all these great bases and stuff like that, well, these guys could have learned from the people that make this. Another thing that I should mention is both of our dads, and like I said, they never met each other, loved Bugs Bunny, and they loved the Coyote and Roadrunner. And those of you that have known me for a while have know that I play banjo, guitar, dobro, and they've seen my Roadrunner Coyote tribute banjo that I had custom made in tribute for our dads. So as you can see, this soap is wonderful, and it is a thirsty soap. You can put as much water as you want into it, and it's wonderful. And you get that fantastic Old Spice smell, even after 50 years. So it's just amazing. The Fatboy's got a feather high stainless blade in it today. And here we go. This is also day 7 of my contacts wearing. Still doing the trial pair because I want to see if it works. And so far so good. We've had to adjust the prescription a little bit because I primarily got them because with COVID-19 and when I'm wearing a mask, when I'm taking care of my clients, my glasses were fogging up, which made it hard to cut hair. So hence the contact lenses. And unfortunately, you know, I'm within 12 to 18 inches of my client, and so we've had to tweak the contact a little bit. Getting used to putting them in, which is a bear at first. And I ripped one, so I had to go get another trial pair. So we'll see if we're going to do that. I'm going to go probably another week and see what happens. Good first pass. The Old Spice scent is still coming through wonderfully. So what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and do the rest of the 2 passes, and then I'll come back for final thoughts with the aftershave cologne. Okay, we're back. 3 passes. And that feather high stainless in the Fatboy on 7 is a little bit deceiving. It's a little bit more aggressive than I thought. I caught myself once, I think. But the soap is just, it consistently amazes me that how an almost 60-year-old soap can still produce just tremendous, tremendous lather. And by even today's standards, this is an elite soap. And it was probably 60 cents, 70 cents, maybe even less than that, a puck for the vintage Schulten Old Spice soap. Probably made, I would assume, I mean, KJ might know, but it was probably made by Colgate or Williams even. Or it could have been made by Schulten itself. I mean, the packaging says Schulten, but just a tremendous shave. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the Avon Aftershave because the Old Spice is a cologne. So really almost 2 aftershaves. Just tremendous stuff. And I want to thank KJ for this, being a former radio guy. And there's just nothing like the old school traditional aftershaves. And I don't use my Avon aftershaves as much as I probably should. I really should use them more. Today we're going to be using Purasso talc. And then we'll follow it with the vintage Old Spice cologne. And then the Creed Viking. So this, this tribute shave is really for Cecil. Like I said, I never met the man, but somehow we must have, connected on some level, because this was found in complete vintage condition, and thank God that I was able to keep that legacy alive, for him and his daughter and everything else. Okay, so we're going to use the vintage Old Spice. Still amazing how strong it is after all these years. And this is an NOS bottle. I just took it out of the package. Now, normally Old Spice would be reserved for a winter shave, but it's just wonderful. And this Old Spice, the smell of this compared to the new one is just fantastic. And these old, and it's got the patina on the bottle, so it's really kind of cool. And then we'll finish up with what's left of the Creed Viking, which is very much a very spicy scent. I got the trial just to see what it would do, and I will probably end up buying this because it's a very nice winter scent. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my shave for today. I certainly appreciate everything. If you haven't signed up for the Old Guy Zoom call, that'll be today at 4 o'clock. Just go ahead and sign up for it, and I'll try to get you the invite. PM me if you don't see it. And then, as always, we thank you for being members of the Shaving Cadre, and I hope you all have a very blessed Sunday. Have a good day.